Hello, this is Jim Wright, and this is your Minute to Slim It. As we've said on Achieve Weight Loss begins in your mind. It begins in your mind. You've got to have that big why am I doing this? And we challenged you in class to have a pleasurable why. What are you looking forward to when you lose the weight? We also challenged you to have a painful why. What drove you to come to class? And in fact, if you haven't looked at those, I would encourage you to review them. Because let me share with you a thought, and that is that self-discipline is that mental state of commitment which gets you performing an activity regardless of your feelings. Self-discipline is that mental state of commitment which gets you performing an activity regardless of your feelings. You see, if you want to lose the weight, well, you've got to have that activity of having a healthy day, whether you feel like it or not. You've got to have that activity of having a healthy meal. You've got to have that activity of exercising the knockout punch. And that all begins in your mind. You've got to make that commitment that today is going to be a healthy day, whether you feel like it or not. But if you want to lose the weight, if you want to reap the benefits of losing the weight, then you've got to have self-discipline, and it begins in your mind. Remember, weight loss begins in your mind. You can talk about it, you can read all the books you want to, you can look at pictures all you want, but until you make the mental commitment in your mind, it's not going to do you any good. But once you make that commitment, no matter how you feel, you have those healthy days, whether you feel like it or not. And the person that does those things is the person that loses the weight and the person that keeps the weight off. And that is today's Minute to Slim.